Rumor has it that Diddy is allegedly going after his enemies, and the first on his hit list is Katt Williams. Given how hard Katt has been going in on Diddy, exposing wild details about his alleged antics, it's not too surprising. Earlier this year, Katt appeared on
I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need to know. You here.
And was one of the first to warn about Diddy's downfall, which now seems to be playing out. Speculation has been swirling for years that Diddy allegedly deals with his enemies in extreme ways, and it appears Katt may be getting caught in that drama. Rumors are even suggesting that Diddy paid people to jump Katt, leaving fans concerned for his safety. Considering Katt's bold nature, he's never held back when speaking out, so it's no shock he might be facing some heat. But are these claims real? And is Katt's life actually in danger? Let's break it down. Katt Williams has been spilling tea nonstop, and it's landed him in some serious drama. Lately, his claims have been nothing short of wild. He hasn't held back, especially when it comes to shocking accusations about Diddy. Katt revealed that right after New Year's, Diddy allegedly tried to get him into bed. Teaming up with Shannon Sharpe for an interview that set the internet on fire, Katt dropped bombshell after bombshell. He rarely speaks, but when he does, it's explosive. This time, he didn't just drag Diddy. He went after Hollywood heavyweights like Steve Harvey and Kevin Hart too. But the most jaw-dropping moment was when Katt claimed Diddy attempted to seduce him with some outrageous details that left everyone stunned. The interview had people buzzing, with Katt unleashing more than anyone expected.
What's happening, Puff? I'll be back to you if JD ain't had enough. Yeah? Jermaine Dupri, king of the if you ask me, baby. Jermaine Dupri, small as a child.
Diddy was either down bad or head over heels for Katt Williams because offering $50 million for a one-night stand is wild, possibly even a record. Word on the street is that when Katt rejected Diddy's advances, things allegedly escalated, with Diddy threatening to get physical. If you've been paying attention, you've likely heard similar rumors about Diddy's behavior long before Katt dropped these bombshells. Whispers about Diddy's inappropriate actions around young men in the industry have been circulating for years. Allegations of blackmail and threats have followed him for ages, with claims that he used fear to silence those who knew too much about his wild lifestyle. What shook fans, though, was the bombshell lawsuit filed by Cassie against Diddy. She didn't just accuse him of being violent. She described years of manipulation, control, and abuse. The lawsuit detailed how Diddy forced her into intimate situations with male escorts at his infamous freak-off parties. It was so intense, it came with a trigger warning on the first page. Cassie's claim
him too, because I heard him, and I'm giving you this, Aubrey. He stood up there and he said in front of a lot of people, we were in the studio, and I said something to him and walked out the studio. He said, yo, I'm a off and picked them out and pipped them out to my, he said, I'm gonna them out. I'm gonna get them all on, and I'm gonna pimp their ass out to my, I was like, there's somebody kids. And walked.
Claims about Diddy's dark, controlling behavior shocked many. And while Diddy may have thought settling out of court would make things go away, it only brought more attention to the situation. After the settlement, more women began coming forward with their own stories of alleged assault, including one who claimed she was also victimized by Diddy. The floodgates seem to have opened, and now Diddy faces even more scrutiny than ever before. When Cassie revealed that she often felt like she didn't have a choice in those situations at Diddy's infamous freak-off parties, it raised serious concerns. People are now side-eyeing those parties, questioning whether real consent was ever involved. Let's be clear. No one is attacking Diddy because of his sexuality. The issue is the predatory behavior he's been accused of. What he does in his bedroom is his business, but the allegations of shady coercion have everyone talking. Now, circling back to Katt Williams and the interview, Katt has built his brand on exposing the dark side of the entertainment industry. If there's dirt to air out, you can count on Katt to spill it. He's never been one to hold back, especially when it comes to calling out sketchy behavior, secret business, or even Illuminati-level conspiracies. So it's surprising that Diddy would even think about making a move on Katt, knowing full well Katt has never been a fan of his. Katt has a long history of dragging Diddy for his questionable relationships with younger men. Katt even used the term PDF file, if you know, when referring to Diddy. Some fans might think Katt's recent comments are just capitalizing on Cassie's allegations, but he's been coming for Diddy for years. Back in 2011, Katt Williams publicly accused both Jermaine Dupri and Diddy of allegedly assaulting the members of the 90s rap group Criss Cross. Katt's disdain for Diddy goes way back.
Exterior is showing signs of crack.
I remember I got off the air one day and them the total downstairs waiting, and everybody upstairs at the radio station is looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down. I wasn't yet married. My knight in shining armor screeched up in his car just out of nowhere. I didn't even know what was about to happen. Skell hiding like a girl. Thanks, Skell. I'm standing in the door like, what? And I'm literally about to go through. Now, I'm not like, what, let's fight.
Chris Kelly and Chris Smith, known as the rap duo Criss Cross, were just kids when Jermaine Dupri discovered them in the 90s. Though still in elementary school, by ages 12 and 13, they were making waves in the music industry. Sadly, behind the scenes, things were allegedly going very wrong. According to Katt Williams, Jermaine was not only assaulting the boys, but also passing them around to others in the industry, including Diddy. The boys allegedly endured years of mistreatment, which had a devastating effect on Chris Kelly, who later developed an addiction many believe was rooted in the trauma he experienced. What makes this even sadder is that both boys supposedly sensed something was wrong, but as kids lured by promises of fame and fortune, they found themselves trapped in a nightmare they couldn't escape. Chris Kelly once shared in an interview, "We were just playing video games at a mall in Atlanta when this dude came up and said he wanted to work with us as rap musicians. We had no idea who he was. He even told his father he thought Jermaine was a scammer." Katt Williams also claimed that Jermaine's alleged behavior wasn't an isolated incident, as Diddy had similar plans to exploit members of his girl group, Danity Kane, in a similarly predatory way.
Is it true that Diddy got her fired from the radio station? Did he have anything to do with that?
I think that I think he had, well, let's be clear, nobody got fired.
Okay.
He got suspended.
Okay.
Yeah. Did he use his influence and power with Steve Smith and him at the time, and God knows whatever his relationship was with the overall station, because Bad Boy was a powerhouse. We all know how Bad Boy dominated a large part of the 90s. And as far as New York, there was a powerhouse. So was he, King Joffrey Joe? Yeah. Did he go in there and shake him up and say,
With this in mind, it's no surprise that Diddy might want to take out Katt Williams, especially since this seems to be his MO. Did you hear about how he allegedly had Wendy Williams jumped in the 90s for exposing his rumored gay activities? Back then, Wendy was one of the few bold voices daring to reveal Diddy's secrets on.
There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about
At the
such.
time, Diddy had major clout, and when he found out Wendy was digging into his business, he didn't take it lightly. Allegedly, he ordered the women from his girl group, Total, to rough Wendy up as a warning. Wendy wasn't afraid to spill the tea, but Diddy used his power to send a clear message and keep things under wraps. This shows just how far he's willing to go to protect his reputation. Did he misjudge the issue because Wendy persisted in spreading the rumor that he was on a DL and Diddy detested it so much that he attempted to terminate her and ruin her career, even though she was on the verge of leaping next? Wendy's ex-husband Kevin Hunter discussed this in an interview, demonstrating how dangerously close he came to damaging Wendy's life and career. It's astounding how far he went to silence her. Oh, and don't forget the bit where Cassie stated that Diddy reportedly tried to take out Sue Knight for no reason at all. According to court filings, there was an occasion when Cassie and Diddy were at his home together, and one of Diddy's security personnel barged in saying Sue Knight. Diddy's longtime rival was observed at Mel's Drive-In in Los Angeles. Diddy reportedly grabbed numerous weapons from his safe, got dressed, and ran out of his house, heading straight to where he thought Suge was dining. So yeah, it's not surprising that Diddy allegedly tried to have Katt Williams climbed. It's the kind of thing Diddy has been rumored to do. Fans left comments like Katt's been exposing Hollywood. People called Katt Williams crazy when he started exposing Hollywood's dark side. He talked about those infamous parties and claimed many of your favorite actors and musicians were involved in sinister activities, especially concerning children. Some just weren't ready for the truth. Others defended Katt, saying he's been telling the truth for over 2 decades, but the industry tried to blacklist him and destroy his reputation. Despite the hits, Katt kept coming back stronger. One fan added, "I always knew something was off about Jay-Z. We knew about Diddy. But I always felt Jay-Z had his secrets, not just business deals, but what's being revealed now." What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out the next video.